ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
And we're back with another episode, a Merry Christmas episode of the Lakers Fast Break podcast. It is pregame, everyone, and Merry Christmas. It's Gerald Glassford coming up back at you here from Lakers Fast Break. Pop Culture Cosmos, where we cover the latest news and trends in pop culture each and every week, twice a week, wherever you get your podcast. And on today's episode, we just dropped this morning. Josh and I cover the weekend box office, especially it's one of the biggest, most important box offices of the year for the movie industry. How well did Aquaman 2 do? How well did the Oscar hopefuls do? We go ahead and talk about that and more, plus also PlayStation beating Xbox this year, Mickey Mouse going into the public domain, and our Christmas movie list. Magic Man, do you have a Christmas movie list of movies that you go to for each and every Christmas?
I do not, Gerald, but I am going to check out Ferrari. That looks really, really good.
Okay, that gets you. If that doesn't get you into Christmas mood, I don't know what will. But yes, nothing like Adam Driver with gray hair. Yes, there you go. Absolutely, indeed. But it is, of course, the Pop Culture Cosmos. Please go ahead and check it out. Inside Sports Fantasy Football. Check out the latest episode there as well. Of course, Joe Soros, LakersBall.com, Ox1947, and Simblades, Simblades with a Y.com. Our good friends, Laker Tom and Jamie Sweet. Laker Tom was here on Sunday. Go ahead and check out that episode of Lakerholic Spotlight and go ahead and check out what he has to say at Lakerholics.com. Also, as well, wanted to go ahead and mention to you out there about all the great friends from ours and wishing you and them a Merry Christmas to Empire Jeff TV, Lakers in 5, Daniel Barry Sports Highlights, John McCalian Channel, Lakers Corner, our new friend John, wishing him a Merry Christmas, and Tony B as well with the Larry Lakers Dribbling Chit Chat. All those are great channels. All those you need to support. And speaking of support, please like, subscribe, share, comment, whatever you can do to help out in those YouTubeism, algorithms, whatever isms that they always talk about that we're hopefully being a good part of. And if you do support us in any way you can, Merry Christmas. And thank you for all you do for us at the Lakers Fast Break. John, Blue Magic, Merry Christmas to you. Merry Christmas to everyone out there. The Lakers, in their annual Christmas Day game, is going to play here in just a little bit against the Boston Celtics. Looking forward to a good matchup. The Lakers go in looking like everybody out there except for Gabe Vincent, who is officially going to go into surgery as we expected. It's going to be gone at least 2-3 months. So probably won't expect him back till just before the playoffs at the earliest. Hopefully they won't rush him back, but I'm not going to have this discussion on Gabe Vincent now and gloat on it now as far as how I was right and you guys were wrong on it, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and do that on tomorrow's show because I think there are some little things that are starting to bother me about the organization. And again, I don't want to deal with it on Christmas right now because there's a bigger story about today's game that we need to address on. And here today to go ahead and address it is a good man indeed. He is the madman from Toronto. He did get off his sleigh to go ahead and stop by today on Christmas Day. It is the Magic Man, Sean Grice. And Sean, great to have you here, my friend. Looking forward to a great conversation. Hopefully you're still on the air with me, my friend. Sean, are you there? Sean is not here. Hopefully he can come back. Looks like the elves have been tinkering with the internet for him right now, so hopefully we can get him back on. It is the Lakers and Celtics. John says he's so full of food, had a good Christmas dinner. Sounds that's awesome. Hopefully everyone else out there has had a good Christmas meal indeed. Wishing you and yours a truly Merry Christmas, and to everyone in my family, wherever you are around the world, a Merry Christmas and a safe one to you as well from all of us here at the Lakers Fast Break. But truly appreciate you joining us. It is the Lakers and Celtics. There he is. He's not leaving us like Santa Claus, just ditching out with the cookies and milk and running. It is the Magic Man, Sean Grice. Sean, great to have you here. You got off your sleigh, getting out of the Toronto freeway. You're here now, my friend. Great to have you here. Wishing you and yours the merriest of Christmas, my friend. But in the Lakers case, what do they need to do today? Again, I was going to say tomorrow we should have a discussion on the organization because there's some little things that are starting to bother me. With Gabe Vincent, the way that was handled, the draft, the way that was handled. We'll go ahead and do that on another day. But for today, it is the Boston Celtics. What do the Lakers need to do today in order to get it done against a team who has been here since I found out since last Thursday in Los Angeles? They've had all the time to be here in LA. The Lakers had just flew in from Oklahoma City. What did they need to do to get it done today?
What this organization is doing to you, Gerald, by being nitpicky and gnawing at your brain with the small little details that kill. That's kind of what the Lakers have to avoid tonight. Um, avoid hesitation when Derek White decides to put the ball up, because he has a tendency now. He's been playing so proficiently that people have a tendency to give into the fake and let them go by them. Just let them shoot. If we're gonna get beat tonight, Gerald, let's get beat by Derek White, and let's get beat by Sam Hauser, and let's get beat by Luke Cornett. Let's not get beat by Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, or KP.
I agree, my friend. I think that the chances of you winning with those guys trying to lead the way instead of the stars is absolutely crucial. And the fact if you can make those other guys, the big stars, volume, inefficient shooters, I think that will help the Lakers, especially. If they're going to be chucking up from three, just try to contest the threes and just try to make it harder for them to make those shots. But also here today, good man indeed. He is an awesome part of what we do here and also as well, playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. It is Laker Nick, and Laker Nick, from all of us, both Magic Man and myself, the merriest of Christmases to you and your family, my friend. Great to have you here and share some thoughts on today's game for you, my friend.
Thanks, Gerald. Salute to Magic Man and Merry Christmas to you both. Feliz Navidad. Um, I'm expecting this game, Gerald, to be a measuring stick for the Lakers. The Boston Celtics, as we know, they have an outstanding record in the league. I think they've only lost about 6 games so far. Obviously, their roster is stacked. It appears to be well rounded with minimal to zero holes. So the Lakers, especially with the recent lineup change, you know, I think it's going to be again a measuring stick for them to see how they measure up, how the offense plays, how the defense plays. And Gerald, I haven't paid attention closely, but has the lineup been announced yet or no?
Not as of yet. I'm still looking for the same thing that we saw as far as the same lineup that we saw in Oklahoma City. That's what I'm believing that it will be. I do want to note that Adrian Wojnarowski reported that this is the 100th meeting for LeBron James against the Boston Celtics. So you take that for what it is. So he's had a long history with the Celtics. But I do believe, Nick, that the starting lineup, especially coming off such a great performance, Oklahoma City. Now, mind you, they didn't win the first quarter, but was competitive. It didn't get off to a terrible first quarter. I think that's going to be enough to keep the starting lineup as is, unless you really want to go ahead and put Rui, which I know a lot of us here want to. I just don't think the fact that they're coming off a victory, they will make any tweaks or changes in the starting lineup as of now.
Yeah, no, I agree,
No,
Gerald. And Sean, yeah, I agree with that. Maybe Rui will start at some point, but given the performance of last game, they'll probably stick to what worked, and so we'll see what happens.
Especially because of the fact you've got two wings that you need to go ahead and have some size against, and putting Vando and Reddish on those two, maybe putting LeBron on Holiday or on White and having them deal with them. That's probably what I would like to start out as. If you can have Reddish on Brown and you can have Vando on Tatum, if you can give them any kind of difference, Magic Man, I think that's probably the best of what you have that it can start the game like that.
Yeah, 100%, Gerald. And I understand what Z was talking about as in terms of maybe you'd want to switch LeBron on a Jalen Brown at some point, but given the fact that this team is high octane, Gerald, 3 level deep, I just think it's better behooved our perimeter defense, which is a little weak, to have Vando and Cam on their 2 wings, just so there's no chance that they can leak any kind of oil. If they want to get into this high pick and roll and switching on Prince, Gerald, I mean, we'll have to adjust to that. But the fact of the matter is, I'm with you. I would rather see LeBron just roaming around. And you know what? If they want to put Drew Holiday in the corner or off on the wing, Gerald, and let him be a volume shooter rather than participating actively in the offense, I say that again bodes well for the Lakers.
If Drew Holiday beats you, that's something, because he is a volume shooter. He's not a good shooter overall. He's someone that you tolerate, as far as you give him as many shots as you want because he plays such great defense. So it's like, okay, go ahead and do what you need to do. But if he has this day where he's hot, then you know what? You probably weren't meant to win anyways. But Laker Nick, rebounding to me has got to be a key for this team. Again, something that we've seen throughout the year as far as the offensive rebounds is concerned. Even in Oklahoma City, they gave up 11 offensive rebounds, which is still not where I want this team to be. Your thoughts on this new starting lineup affecting that type of rebounding for tonight?
Yeah, Gerald, we definitely need to see an improvement on the glass, on protecting offensive rebounds from the opposing team. That's something that we've been preaching all season long. And with this lineup, this supposedly more defense oriented, taller lineup, we're hoping that we improve in that department. And actually, more generally, Gerald, we know that folks in the starting lineup like Vanderbilt and Reddish, they're not offensive juggernauts by any means, but I do expect them to combine more than the 6 points that they combined for in the last game.
They're going to
You know,
have to.
yeah, I mean Vanderbilt can't end a game with 2 points, and Reddish can't end a game with 4 points. Both of them need to contribute a little more offensively. Again, they're not offensive players, but you can't have two starters combined for 6 points.
I agree with you, my friend. They get away with it all the time, like the Lakers did. I mean, because then you're expecting LeBron and AD to do so much. And I understand this team does anyways, Magic, but when it comes right down to it, you cannot expect LeBron and AD to score 70, 75 points for you each and every game, my friend. That's a little bit beyond expectations.
It's not sustainable, Gerald. Given the fact that we're in the living, breathing world that is an 82 game season, it's just unrealistic to expect your top 2 stars, who are bona fide, no question, but to deliver, 35 to 45 points per game on average, not combined together, and shooting over 50%, shooting a little bit from the three, getting to the line. It's a lot to ask, and nobody in any other position, no 2 stars in this position with this roster. Talking about Jokic and Murray, or Brown and Tatum, or Butler and Adebayo would be able to be asked to do the same things that LeBron and AD are being asked to. We can't ask them to do more than they are.
Let me ask you this, Nick. When it comes to what you see tonight, what would a Christmas Day victory do for the Lakers as far as they were on such a terrible roll, losing 5 out of 6. They get the good win in Oklahoma City, exceeding all of our expectations because we really thought it was going to end up being, just a downer road trip, 0-3 road trip. Turned out not to be the case. What would a win today on national TV on Christmas Day at home against the Boston Celtics, what would that do for the team going forward, my friend?
Yeah, Gerald, I think it would not only boost morale, but also provide a necessary boost for the Lakers, given, the record over the past, I don't know, 7, 8, 9 games where the team has unfortunately slipped. And I assume is what led to the lineup change. And so, against a very good team, a historical hated rival, this Christmas Day game on national television would do much for the franchise, for the team moving forward. And I think it could signal kind of a game that could make the team as a whole coalesce and go into the second part of the season fully charged to close it out.
Sounds good to
Uh,
me, my friend. Go ahead, Mike.
Gerald, before we
Yeah.
head on out, just to piggyback on what my really good friend and brother from another mother, Nick Molina, had to say about uh, a hated rivalry. Allow me just to put up this little GIF that we have from our Raiders fans to all you fantasy football owners out there who didn't like what happened today. We got the Grinch for you.
Well, I didn't like the fact that Devontae Adams and also as well, both Raiders receivers who I have on my team didn't get thrown the ball to. So I'm still hoping I will pull out the victory, but yeah, it didn't help when, like I was telling you before we went on the air, that Devontae Adams only gets a .60, not even a point. He gets 4 yards receiving. I'm like, did he get hurt? He didn't get hurt, and they only threw it to him one time. My God. Still got to sweat it out tonight on the Monday night game.
It's amazing what motivation combined with effort can do,
But
Joe.
they won. Yeah, but they won. Who knows? They could still sneak in a playoff spot. But Laker Nick and Sean, great to have you here. Everybody out there, wishing you a Merry Christmas. We'll be back for the post game, best post game in town, right here at the Lakers Fast Break. But also as well, please join us on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Any last keys for us right here, Nick, before we head on out? Although I'm still not seeing a signal yet on playback.tv. I'm only seeing Magic's logo.
Well, yeah, Gerald. Aside from Reddish and Vando, hopefully contributing more offensively, we also can't count on Rui having another very efficient 21-point game like he did last game. So again, it's incumbent on other role players on the roster to step up, contribute more offensively, protect the glass, and play like pit bulls on defense.
I agree with you, my friends. Looks like the game is just starting here for LA and Boston. Looks like it's all set to go. We're waiting to go ahead and get the feed from playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. Hopefully you'll be able to join us once they get started. But once again, it is, of course, the Lakers Fast Break. It is Magic Man right there for you on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break, along with me, Gerald Glassford. Thanks so much for watching and listening. And Laker Nick, go ahead, check out Laker Nick, Magic Man, and myself, hopefully in a little bit, right here on playback.tv/Lakers Fast Break. So for Laker Nick, Magic Man, this is myself, Gerald Glassford. Thanks again for watching and listening. After playback, we'll be back, definitely for sure, right here on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, wherever you catch us, right here at the Lakers Fast Break Podcast. Merry Christmas, everyone, and go Lakers.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!